I'm hearing so much basketball lingo. I'm hearing it's a slam dunk. You understand that part right there? Okay. Okay. The other day we was hearing about a what is that called? Air ball. There was some stuff going on, but that's why I'm hearing. Okay. What's going on? You back? Hey, looking at us. I'm glad you're back. That part right there. But listen here. I don't know what it is. You understand? But it's giving that. I was just looking. I was messing with my light seers deck. Okay, and it said something about you got a double mission here, and it's saying channeling and uplifting humanity. Okay, so channeling is one of your missions, and then uplifting humanity is one of the missions as well. Okay, something about answering a call. So I'm back here because it told me to come back here. Otherwise, I wouldn't have, my spirit team that is like directing me to come back here, and it says share your voice, come out of the cave. Okay, persecution and expression. So it's like express yourself. You understand? Period. Then it's given like persecution. You could be afraid of how other people going to think about you or feel about you if you speak about what you know. Okay, that type of stuff. And if it's not that, it's just like maybe you didn't think people want to hear what you have to say, but we've been saying this time and time again, is your perspective that is needed. Okay, something about you being somebody who's been quiet for a long time, and it's like you be silent and don't be talking and stuff like that too. It could even be when you be around other people, people that you really be wanting to talk to, and you probably won't talk to them and stuff like that, right? And then it's like when you get away from them, it's like, oh my god. You know what I'm saying? When you get away from the people, it's like, oh my God! It's like you're like in your head and outside of your head having a big ass party. And he's like, why didn't you say something? Well, you can't tell that you even had all of that up in you, that you was thinking that type of stuff and things like that. And it's like, I believe that's one of your strategies, my baby. You understand where it's like you be so like poker face. That's the song, okay? And it's a real thing, poker face, having a poker face and stuff like that. And it's like people cannot read your poker face. Period. It's giving that like carry mine. No, he can't read mine. It is a he. You understand? He can't read my poker face. You understand? But it's giving. Oh my god. That part right there. Get your big, but if you can curl up inside of his glass for him to drink your ass up, you would, huh? Who is this? Peace, love, and light. It's giving that somebody is like, when you go away, though. You understand? And it's like, why you got so much to say now? You didn't have nothing to say. You wasn't saying nothing in my face. Now you got all this shit to say. And then you just literally just let the little time we had together slip by without you saying all that shit to me. You could have said this to me. Why didn't you say this to me? You understand? And it's given that you and somebody could be both mirroring each other right now. So it's like somebody and y'all like it's like y'all like two. I ain't heard that in a while. Two peas in a pod. You understand that part right there? Two peas in a pod. All right. Okay. So we got you go first. Mm-mm. And the universe will catch you. You understand? So it's giving that. And it's like, it's imperative. You understand? It's very important. It's imperative that you make the first move. You understand? It might not seem like this person not talking or not doing nothing. You understand? Real shit. And it's giving that. It's about a man, though. But it's like women be the same way. Like a wise man once said nothing. You understand? Just sat around everybody quiet and listened. Look at that. You understand? Didn't have shit to say, but they had a lot to say. You understand that part right there? But this ain't about the wisdom and stuff like that. And it's like, why didn't you tell me how you felt about me in my face? Or when you was around me and stuff like that? Why you just wasn't saying shit? Now all this shit coming out. You got all these feelings and thoughts and stuff you could have been shared with me, right? But it's about somebody breaking curses, ancestral patterns and stuff like that too. Coming back to one of those, ancestral messages, especially from, the roots, you understand, of the African American people, right? And the slaves and stuff and all that type of stuff. And not even just them. It's giving a closed mouth don't get fed. You understand? I'm gonna be honest though. Sometimes some of y'all, you don't recognize when you speak what you want to tell people what you want, you still don't get what you want and stuff like that, right? So your ass just like, fuck it, I don't care. I ain't even finna tell them what I want and stuff like that, right? That part too. But it's also a part of this strategy I just was telling y'all. You're not supposed to tell nobody what you want right now. You understand that part right there for your protection. You understand that part right there? That's a protection. And they sitting there like this, all of them all around. You got to protect your energy and stuff like that, and protecting your soul tribe, your soul family, okay? It's also telling you to call in your soul family because it's something you've been doing alone, right? And what we say, closed mouth don't get fed, so you ain't been asking people for help and things like that. You really just been handling your business or doing whatever and stuff like that, right? And it's giving like calling your soul tribe. Just don't do it in everybody's face. You know what I'm saying? And it's like whatever you manifesting and stuff, don't tell people your business and stuff. Because it's something about whatever you doing, you're meant to, it's like a great gathering, awakening or something that's supposed to happen, right? And then it's like you're supposed to connect with these people. And it's saying it's the age of the light. So you've been waiting for this for lifetimes, is what it's saying here. So you're meant to shine. And since it's the age of the light, you're meant to be around other individuals who shine bright as well. Okay, so that part right there, something you've been doing by yourself. You're not meant to be doing it on by yourself and things like that. But I'm seeing here somebody likes your energy. I like your energy. Talk to me. Okay, that part right there. I like your energy. Talk to me. That so somebody loves when you talk to them. They like to talk to you. Okay, and I was just thinking that as well. It says rest, it says retreat, rest, and be held, okay? But it was giving slow dance. You understand that part right there? Or what is that song called? Slow Jams? And it's like a song between, I think, Usher and the singer Monica, right? That's what I'm hearing. Somebody they definitely have tenderness, okay? Like a tender heart is not toxic. You understand what I'm saying? There's a type of person they do want to be close to you. You understand? God, good to say. You said what down there? Oh my God, I was not seeing that coming. You see what the fuck I'm talking about? I was not seeing that from you. Not that type of energy coming out of yo. What is this sitting in your brain? What's in there? What's in your brain? Because I can't believe that's there. Oh my God, pillar of light here. It says your vibration is rising. You are the oracle, okay? Period. Deep replenishment here, okay? So you're bringing deep replenishment to you and your soul tribe members and stuff like that. Something is not yet, set in stone and stuff like that too. So that's why it's very important that you do take time to yourself and rest and be held and stuff like that. And it's given held by God at this time. But exactly, it's reminding me of what I was just talking about preservation, right? I don't know if I actually mentioned it, you understand, but it's like you were being preserved, real shit. And it's like some people trying to get in line with you, that alignment, but they not in alignment with you, okay? And because of what I was just talking about the great gathering, that's what's going on, real shit. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. You connected with other people who think like you, who some of them have gifts and abilities like you, similar journeys where it's like they always wanted more for themselves, so they do what they got to do and align themselves so or better for themselves, not just more. You understand? Align themselves with things and people and situations that's going to help bring that into their lives. Okay, getting grounded is very important because some of y'all are very highly sensitive, like I just said. Coming together with these people that are kind of just like you understand? Connected with nature is very important, okay, around this time to help you ground yourself. And it's saying that it's all coming together, so it's giving like this ain't something you got to go out and go run out and go chase and go all of that type of shit. higher powers are working, so there's going to be things and situations, and what are we talking about before? Divine timing and synchronicity and stuff like that. So it's when the divine timing meets the opportunity for you to do something, you're going to be equipped with whatever you need in order to be able to take that opportunity or take that chance with that full card there. Take that leap of faith. You understand? And my hands itching. You understand? So you're going to have the money, the resources that you need as well. That's what I'm seeing here. Star seed. What lights you up? I remember, I think I asked this question before or something similar, and then it was like, what do you want, right? Or what makes you happy or some shit. And I paused for a long time and then said, chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets looking at. The initiation here. I paused a long time. I believe it was serious though. Like somebody was serious. Like, what do you want? Like that type of shit. And it felt like that. And they asking a real question so they can get what you want for you or something like that. My ass bust out talking about some chicken nuggets. Okay. So there's some sort of an initiation here. It says rite of passage and crossing the threshold. So it's like you had to walk through hot coals. It's reminding me of that type of stuff. You know, where somebody is like an initiation. You got to get through this shit. You strong enough? And you be like, is you? It is reminding me of what I said about the initiation from Menace to Society. Some of y'all ain't, you know, it was crazy. Oh my God. When they was jumping double dutch, they turn the double dutch and do up in, and then they like, and if you fall, you better pick your ass back up. You understand? That part right there. So it's giving you had to go through some stuff, right, to get to this, right? You understand what is all of this? The nose itching again, y'all. The nose, and then not even just that. You understand what I'm saying? Something about some sort of the door initiation here. Listen, you're gonna need to take it. Okay, whatever this initiation, this rite of passage, you're gonna need to leave, and you're gonna need to take it. The opportunity to do so. It's gonna come right in time for you and stuff before all this shit go crazy. Some shit's going down, and it's due to the fact that God tired of some shit. So you see the lightning striking from heaven and stuff. However, it's a rite of passage for you. You're gonna be able to get through these doors so that you be okay and get to the other side and be good. You understand? Because it's like wherever you leave it from, shit finna go crazy. You understand? And it's because people not listening to God. They not listening to the earth. They not listening to the spirit. You understand that it's trying to warn them and all of that type of stuff about how things have been, and it's like God has better for you, wants better for you, and things like that. So when this rite of passage happens for you, or this door opens, some opportunity for you to actually leave someplace or something, you're going to need to take it, okay? Because it's going to be like stuff going to be going down, my baby. It says, where are you being called to journey to? It's the truth. And it's like you gotta break the chains too. You understand the city life, all of that type of shit. Nothing wrong with living in the cities and stuff, but it's like it's time to break the chains and stuff and go in different directions as well. You have assistance from your ancestors as well. They are assisting you with breaking the chains. They don't want you to go through what they went through. Period. They don't want you walking the same paths as them as and either. They're leading you a different way. There's always been different ways. Rewriting the future, period, because you're healing. It says healing and rewriting the future. So it's like that's that part right there. Okay, don't doubt yourself. You know you're doing stuff different. You know it's going to bring you different results. Okay, the age of the light. You've been training for this for lifetimes, my baby. You know it's not your first rodeo. It's not your first walk on this earth. You understand what I'm saying? And it's okay. And it's talking about the fact that, yeah, the stage of the light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. So get off the treadmill. You're already equipped and ready. You already got what you need. You understand? In order to succeed, in order to win, in order for this to have a great victory. Why is she out here walking into the water or by the ocean, right? Type shit. And her arms is out like this. Like she just like whatever God got to bring me, offer me, that her hands up in the air. You understand? By this water, ocean. I don't know. It's like that. You just relaxing. You understand? Stretch your arms out. It feel good. You know that part right there. That part it should be feel good. Longing for home, belonging to the original light workers. It come out in reverse. You're not. It's like you have accepted that you're here. You understand? Or it's a Beyonce song that says that, like, it's called that, right? I'm here or something like that. It is like you've accepted who you are and where you are, and you have embraced that. You understand? And it's like the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? It's like some of y'all could be clinging on to the fact that of like, oh, my spirit, my body, my whatever, my ancestral DNA, they're not from the earth, and this and that and the third, and so you're getting caught up in that shit, baby. Real shit. Some people, they're wrapped up in their mind. You will never be able to go back to where they came from. Period. Let's go ahead and keep it real. You understand? You will never be able to go back to wherever it is that today really from and stuff. You're here on the earth. That's why it's important that you ground yourself, get grounded here where you are. You need to embrace and accept that you are here right now. Whatever your name is right now, you probably did live before. You had a past life. That's not your name anymore. You need to embrace yourself wholeheartedly. Embrace where you are. Embrace who you are, and that's how you get your power, baby. That part right there. You can't keep on thinking about the past and where you're supposed to belong and this and that and the third. You gotta make this shit work for you. Not you work for it. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta make it work for you. You gotta accept this shit. Accept what it is. It is what it is. You understand? It ain't gonna be shit else because you're on the earth. You live in the earth. You're meant to be living in the earth. Your body only gonna you can't survive underwater. You ain't gonna be able to just go survive out of space and stuff like that without the proper things and shit that humans need to have with the technology to make certain things like that. This is where you from. This is who you are. You gotta accept it. Dance with life, right? This is your life, whatever it you understand. So do something to change your energy. Because some of y'all is like that. It's like some people it's like your energy off because you wanted something else. You wish for a different type of life. Like you wish you was a Pallades. You wish you was a alien and shit like that. You wish you was a mermaid. You wish you was a vampire. You wish you was you all that type of shit when you should really just be accepting who the fuck you or whatever it is that God created you to be here. Getting grounded. Okay? So that part right there. I like your energy. People could like your energy because you accept and own who you are. You understand? And it is what it is type shit. And it's like this me. You understand? Oh my God. Yeah, that's reminding me of that Malibu's Most Wanted and shit again. We said, why can't you? I said, I am's who I says I am's. Like that though, with an S at the end of the word AMS. I am's who I says I am's. Why won't y'all believe me? It's giving that though. You know what I'm saying? Is somebody sitting there talking about some my ancestors. And they is like, baby, but you're a human. You hear me? Period. But you are a human. You understand? Something about some sort of landscape, real shit is like, I don't know what a person is looking for around that landscape and stuff like that, but it's given walk away. Somebody is like, you could be trying to improve some sort of environment and stuff like that. It's getting no, period. That's what it is. It's like, no, walk that shit is that land ain't right. And so it's some better land or something somewhere else. Real shit. It's some better land somewhere else. And you trying to no. Don't try to force it to work and shit like that. No. That's your sign right there. It ain't that it ain't working. It ain't looking right and everything. You gotta get to a different grounds. Get on some you understand? Period. Go harder. Spirituality. Pretty mouth here. Okay? And you are loved, all right? That part right there. So happy. Some of y'all, I'm gonna be honest, you could get a lot of compliments on stuff that you also had a lot of people bullying you for. You understand? And it's given that the people were bullying you for it because you are pretty or beautiful or this or that or the third. I ain't gonna even lie. However, it's like you know how when you just can't stand somebody It's like they just could not stand you. So they would try to highlight flaws or try to make it seem like something's fucked up about you, but it's giving you're pretty, you're beautiful. Somebody got a pretty mouth. Somebody likes them to talk to them. You understand? That's what I'm seeing there. Okay? And that's the truth, to say the truth. Okay? Some people are nosy. They're trying to be up in your business. They want to know who you're talking to, what you and that person talking about. They said my mouth pretty. They said something like that. Somebody nosy. Oh, they saying you fly as fuck, y'all. What else they saying? Something about somebody's birthday, okay? In the sunshine, the sun was shining real bright on your birthday or no? No, somebody. It depends on where they at. I ain't gonna lie, if you was in Milwaukee, it wasn't shining depending on what day it was. Even in the summer, right? Somebody just needs to walk away, okay? Somebody who could be into fine arts, okay? Walk away from somebody who's into fine arts because they just flexing. Okay, real shit. Somebody just flexing, that part right there. And what they could be, and it's in the reverse. It's like they not good at what they do. They want to be that so bad, but it's not meant for them. It don't mean that they not good at it either. It's just not meant for them. Somebody should be more focused up on religion and all of that type of shit, and then it's giving somebody's fine as fuck as well. And it's giving somebody who could be a religious individual could be very attractive. Is what I'm seeing here with this fine as fuck here. Somebody also could find you fine as fuck that's very religious, okay? And you probably not that religious. It's something about you being very creative, okay? With creativity here, all right? Something about a birthday, you did some creative shit, okay? It was divinely guided. You probably don't know somebody's birthday or something shit, or some weird shit happened around somebody's birthday. And it's like you could acknowledge somebody on their birthday, but you don't know their birthday. Real shit. But it's something about you have a gift and ability, and you meant to know that person or be a part of that person's life. And God is telling you certain shit, and you ain't even looking. I do tarot. It's given like if you were a priestess or something like that, or somebody who do tarot, and it's something that you didn't learn in your cards about this person. Period. I don't tell us who birthday it is. Look at the ass. Those are real shit. But I created my own cards and I just wrote birthday on one of them. You understand that part right there? And it's like it kept coming out so much that I just started saying happy birthday. It's giving it was somebody's birthday that you know, okay? Or that you know of, all right? Fly as fuck. Somebody was fly as fuck on their birthday too, or you just fly as fuck, period. You got fine as fuck and fly as fuck. Fine arts in a reverse. So it was giving that. Somebody you focusing on religion and stuff, but you can't help that you fine as fuck. Spirituality and religion and stuff is given. You could have been in the fine arts before, but you decided to not do that stuff. Some sort of musician or artist in some way, shape, or form, painting, drawing, things like that. You understand? And then it say, be grateful, okay? Be grateful for religion. I am. I ain't gonna lie. Some religious people, that ain't got nothing to do. We ain't gonna say that. We gonna talk about the good parts. You understand? It's like for what I have learned, even though I'm not a religious individual, you understand what I have learned from religion. Things that stand out to me, the stuff that I feel is important. It has helped me in my life, helped me to save myself, helped me to rest. Especially that one, like I don't know what it is because I don't know. It's just like a Bible gospel song to me, and it's like what he says. I show up and not get weary. I will run and not faint. You understand? And that's what happens when you wait. You understand? That shit has helped me out so much, y'all. Just that little one right there. It's what he say. I will walk and not get weary. I will run and not faint. You understand? Because that's what happens when you wait. You understand? You got all the energy that you need when it's time. You understand to apply it. You understand when it's time to apply that pressure, whatever it is, because your ass ain't been out here running around out of desperation. You understand? Trying to get to it real quick and make it happen. You understand? Trying to get to the finish line and stuff like that. You said you so outside today. That part right there. Listen, I was about to be, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Period. I don't know. Sometimes I be getting a little bit too much attention. A divine sign. Then I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what God doing with my body, but everything I put on is giving body yaddy 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 yaddy. And I can't just be out here like that. That's how I really feel. Okay, nosy here, spirituality here, right? Somebody's nosy as hell, and it's like they watching your spiritual, watching whatever you do. Okay, they like to watch you and try to find out your business and stuff like that. Real shit. Get your stupid ass out of here, tired of life, bitch. I don't know who she is, but she not one of ours. She keep coming back just randomly saying, dude, oh my God. Because I might just let your stupid ass sit here and do my thing, you understand? And we just flame your ass with this fly, you understand? But no, I'm going to let you go because you keep coming back. What's wrong with you? Learn when you're not wanted. Like, exactly. That's what I did. Bitch, bye. Sometimes they don't want you around. You gotta understand that shit. Period. Oh my God. Sometimes people just don't want you around. You gotta learn to live with it. You gotta learn to deal with it. You understand? She need to take a break. Give her some rest. Needs rest, right? I put her on a little time out. You understand? I ain't gonna block her entirely and shit like that. Just give her a little time out and shit like that. For real though. Sometimes, sometimes it's just they don't want to, be bothered. You understand? People don't want to be bothered by you. You understand? You got to accept that and understand that. Know when to walk away, my baby. Real shit, you steady coming back here for. I only accept certain people coming back. Like when Kai came back, I was excited, right? That type of energy. Bitch, go on about your business, whoever you is. Real shit. Powerful here. And water here. That's the power of love. You understand? Healing, right? That part right there. You don't got to entertain it. You don't even got to entertain it. They like to argue with you. They want to come and try to condemn you. All of that type of shit. Like, bitch, go on somewhere. Get your ass out of here. Ain't nobody asked you for that. You hear me? First of all, we happy and we learning lessons. We doing better. We making peace with each other and shit like that. And you understand? The hell you keep coming over here talking about that shit? I told you all about the children of the corn energy. Look at some of them is crazy and they be swearing that they is like. But what God do you believe in that just make you go bothering people that ain't doing shit to you? I know that ain't Jesus now. Real shit. Jesus didn't bother people. Jesus minded Jesus' own business. Jesus may have said some shit. Like, I am the truth and the light and the way and things like that. And you just the only way you can come to the Father. Thing about it is he wasn't running around after people, running behind their eyes, saying that shit, yelling at them and shit with pitchforks and shit like that. That's how these people come off. I ain't gonna lie in your comments and shit. Like just it gives evil. You understand? And it's like, why the hell do you got to be forcefully, trying to convert people to your religion? It's kind of, I don't know. It's just like, I learned to be, now I'm skeptical. I'm going to proceed with caution. You hear what I'm saying? Because you shouldn't be forcefully trying to get nobody to do nothing. This comes off as desperate. What do you need from me? Well, you understand why are you picking on me? What is wrong with you? Oh my God. For real. Like, I don't get it. No. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna talk to you. I said no. But yeah, you know how it be like, yeah, but no, that type of shit. I'm gonna talk to y'all later though. Peace, love, and light, everybody. It's time for me to get some water and stuff. I've been talking for a good at least almost 2 hours, like an hour and 30 minutes or some shit. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Peace, love, and light, everybody. Take care. That part, somebody, That part right there. I'm gonna give you a little bit extra love right there. You need that shit, right? Okay. Talk to you later.